All right. I've taken permission from the client who spoke to me some time ago with regards to this video. Okay. Um, Let me see how I can phrase it. Uh, okay. This Indian client, this young man, he went down to the West, and there he not only completed his college, he did his masters. His parents sold their property, sold their farm, sold whatever they had to help him complete his education, support him financially, and he also was working at the same time. He's not one of those guys who doesn't have a personality, who doesn't know how to talk, communicate, and he doesn't look like a typical like he's wearing a like a, the typical Indian Apu types, where you'd see he looks like a yeah, hello, how are you? And no, nothing. Classy guy, has an Indian accent, looks Indian, but is classy. Okay. So what happened was, after he completed his masters, he did some extra um, courses that would give him value, and lo and behold, he got a job in a respectable company. Okay, and this is not like a small time company run by a guy. It's a good, well-to-do company, a brand. Okay, global brand. However, after working for the company for a couple of years, and he gave his 100%. He gave his 100%. Uh, he not only worked the fixed number of hours, he made sure that he could assist his boss, he could do the extras, whatever. He was dedicated. There was a promotion which was due for 2024 end and 2025, 2 or 3 positions. And he took the boss's blessing and permission, not wanting to bypass him. And he applied for these positions. And his boss told him, I think you are hands down, hands down, the perfect candidate. Out of the 3 positions, 2 of them, 100% you will get it. 100%. Okay. So he was very happy. It's time for him to reap the benefits of all his hard work. Just putting those extra hours, education. And his parents were also, crossing their fingers, praying to their gods, doing the sacrifice, puja, whatever. Finally, when the so called, I don't know if you call it, results were announced, both the positions were given to somebody else. To put it in his own words, it was one was the related indirectly to someone at a top level. Okay, the other one was a white, uh, typical white, born, brought up, educated, everything here. Okay, they took him, and his boss was very upset. His boss, because he's close to his boss, and though his boss couldn't say it publicly, it seems during the Christmas and New Year, boss called him over and said, "I'm sorry, I apologize." Um, and he was very bitter. For him, it was the typical racism or favoritism, sexism, whatever you can call it. And he didn't say it because he didn't want to shock his boss, because his boss is the typical white old man. And his boss said, I know deep down you just want to say it, but you're not saying it, whether it's racism or favoritism, and I will not argue with you, but I cannot say it publicly. So he was very upset. He was very upset, very hurt, very discouraged. Especially his parents sacrificed so much, and he wants to do it as his family, and he was completely heartbroken, dejected. He got depressed. He was so depressed. He actually booked my service to speak to me, to ask me, I want to resign from this company. I want to resign. I don't want to continue working there. And that's why he approached me. And I always make sure whenever any client comes to me, I take the backstory. I try to find out why, what, all these things. So finally, when he told me, I told him, listen, you are reacting emotionally to event that has taken place, and that is not the right way. Then he said, what? Should I continue, put my head down and tolerate racism? It's like apartheid in South Africa. I said, no, I'm not asking you to take injustice, but all I'm asking you is don't react out of an emotional impulse. Give it time. I said, see, if I was the money minded guy, I would immediately say, give me your money, I'll make your CV, we'll look for a job. I'm actually telling you, let's take it cool, calm, composed. You just pay me for the one-to-one session that we're having. Don't pay me for the resume because I don't think it's the right time to do it. First, I want you to be cool, calm, composed. Let it settle down. Like when you shake a tank and all the sand and mud and everything, let it settle down. And then we'll think with a clear mind. And I said, we need not have just one conversation. We can have one after some time. For now, you're worked up. Take it easy. And I did speak to him on how to relax and allow himself to give it time. So it's a work in progress. Now, this was one incident. I remember, I after I spoke to him, I remembered, like him, there was another client, and this guy in India. It seems that there is something that some reservation quota. I am not very well versed with that, but out of my limited knowledge about India, it seems there's some caste system, some scheduled caste or scheduled tribes, or but the minority is something of quotas which are given to specific groups of people or religion or place or financial standing or I don't know some identity. I don't know how it is. So instead of being given an opportunity on merit where you don't know who the candidate is. You don't know it's a guy or girl, or you don't know Hindu, Muslim, Christian, you don't know upper caste, lower caste, Brahmin, Kshatriya, scheduled caste, whatever. Just show your marks or show your performance, and based on merit, they'll choose. Unfortunately, it was not done that way. It was done maybe he's untouchable or something, I don't know what it was. And because of which he got denied his opportunity. And he told me, sir, this is what it is. I'm so far. I want to get out of India. I want to get out of India. I hate India. I hate this system. Okay. And it was a government job, so it was paying very well. So this was the second example. And I'll give you my thoughts on all of this. Okay. And then I wrote it down. Then there were, throughout the year, I went through such emails because I kept them in my notes. There was one guy who complained that this girl got the job because she was attractive, beautiful, sexy tits and ass and body, and the boss really liked her, and she was very charismatic. She was not a slutty female; she was very charismatic. Everyone liked her. He didn't get. Then there was another female who got it because her husband knew the boss. It seems they were good friends, so she got it. Then there was a guy who actually he told me this that in this I don't know prestigious college or something there were limited seats, but because his father was a multi-millionaire, he was able to purchase that seat. So instead of merit, it was purely done on finance. Then there was another one where the guy had to get a job, but it seems that these people who didn't like him clubbed together and they made a noise with the HR and he lost that promotion or he lost the salary or lost the job, whatever. Okay. Now, I've given you all these examples, whether it's a beautiful girl bending over or going down on her knees and keeping the boss happy, like you see some of the adult porn videos, or you see money being put under the table to get a job, or the manager his best friend or the manager's boss told him, I want you to take this guy or take this girl because he likes the girl. I've actually seen some. This was, I don't want to name the company. I was the MC. This, I don't know, Egyptian or Lebanese or Syrian guy, I can't get it. Old man. You know, you take lottery numbers, no? Lottery numbers and announce a winner. So there was this, he was announcing, okay, number 46, whatever, whoever took tickets will get prizes. So there was this girl who was saying, what about some number? She said 56. So we couldn't hear it. So he said, 56. They said, okay, 56. And then somebody else got it because he didn't hear properly. He said, what number? So she said, say something. So he heard 86. Okay, 86. Then somebody else got. Finally, he got so fed up. He was like, come here. Then she came and told it in his ear because he was hard of hearing as an old man. And he said the exact number and, hey, I got it. And I'll tell you, there were almost 100 people in this event that I was emceeing. They all kept quiet. They were majority Indians. And she got it because there was a beautiful young Arab female and she was kissing his ass. You know, instead of having the lottery, you should have just given a gift. Why do you have to make all this drama? Which I found very stupid. And everyone were angry, but they couldn't do anything because he was a top guy. So, what am I trying to tell you here? See, um, I know, this is a very cliche statement. Life is not fair. Life is not fair. It's not, and I tell people it's not meant to be fair. Stop demanding, stop expecting life to be fair. Let's say you work on merit and another guy has money and he bribes and they kick you out and they give it to him. Life is unfair. You apply for a job and because this guy is white and he has a Gora passport, they give him the job and they tell you, fuck off. Life is not fair. What to do? There was this, let's say, you're the right candidate for the job and this guy's father is occupying a very high position. He's with the shareholders and he tells his manager and he gives him and they're like, hey, celebrate as if it was merit. This is life. I have even, when I worked in Citibank in my days, it was so explicit on in your face. There was this team leader, I don't want to give a name. She had like 8, 9 people in her team. There was this one Muslim Pakistani guy who she really had such a soft corner, like a son. She would explicitly, front of the whole world, give him all the leads. Leads means customers who walked in. Give him all the customers who walked in. Give him her contacts, her connections, and help him achieve the highest target in sales. And all the 8 to 9 other people, she didn't give a damn because she was the senior most. And every month he would win the best salesman award. Every month he would win. Everyone knew it was a farce. Everyone knew this was rigged. There were multiple team leaders. Everyone knew what this lady was doing. But people, when they give the award, wow, wow, even the sales manager, sales director, sales head, everyone, wow, he's an exemplary. I I was in my 20s. I literally went to the sales director's cabin and said, sir, can I ask you a question? He said, yeah, like what? He said, sir, we all know it's bullshit. So everyone knows it's bullshit. Why are we acting like it's merit? He just laughed. He's like, Eloy, come in. Just come in. He called me. He's a very senior guy. Very, very senior. He may not have liked me on a lot of things, but he was wise in words. His name was Sai Prakash Arur. Yeah, Sai Prakash Arur. Eloy, I'm the sales director. I'm the head. Below me is sales manager. Below that, team leaders. Below that, senior sales. Below that. And he told me explicitly, I don't give a fuck how you achieve your target. You can sleep with the boss. You can rent out. He didn't say in these exact words. I'm being a little explicit. He was more respectable. More like, you can give your ass, you can bend over, give a blowjob. Like he put it in a way like, it doesn't matter to me how you achieve your sales target. I get a printout, I see the numbers, I see the name, and the rules are simple. Name, your sales target, what you achieved, who's number one, who's number two, who's number. That's all I care about. And yes, you have to do it legally. I don't care anything else. In other words, what he was trying to tell me is, I don't care you give a blowjob, I don't care you sleep with the boss, I don't care you fuck the boss, I don't care you go down on her and give her an orgasm every day, I don't care it's your son, I don't care you bribe people. Even if you do something illegal, as long as I don't know, I don't care. I'm not here to raise moral standards and moral issues. It's a numbers game. The corporate world cares about numbers. Legally, did you achieve it? Fine. Nothing else. How you play around with the system and the loopholes, that's your protocol, that's your expertise, that's your. And through him, I realized I can either be a whiner, complain, moan and groan, be sad, this, or I can say, okay, life is not fair. People are assholes. All shit takes place. How the fuck can I achieve what I want? How can I get it? Okay, casteism is there, racism is there, sexism is there, favoritism is there, all the isms are there. How can I get what I want? And I took that attitude and I made sure I would play the game the way it is played. When you play cricket, you can't bring a football. When you play football, you can't bring a bat. When you play hockey, you can't bring a, I don't know, cycle. So for me, I would, my strat, I would always make friends with the decision maker. I would always, sincerely, not kissing ass, nothing. I would always appeal to the CEO, the decision maker, the owner of the company, the billionaire, the most powerful guy. I would find out what he likes. I would find out what he wants. I would find out within the value system, what can I do to get his attention and to give him value? I would not make friends with the colleagues. I would not make friends with the manager. I would not make friends with ordinary people, poor people, nice people, nothing. Straight away, the decision maker. And I'll tell you, I fucking succeeded. They would break the rules, bend the rules, create new rules, anything to get their way. And because I was on their good side, they took me along with them. So, what am I trying to conclude through this video? Life is not fair. We all know that. It's not meant to be fair. There also, if you don't know that, I'm telling you, it's not meant to be fair. There'll be a lot of shit, a lot of backstabbing, illegal stuff, unethical stuff, immoral stuff. You can either look at it and complain, like these politicians, play the game. You know bad is happening. You see bad is happening. You just play your cards. Play your cards in a way that the aces are in your hands. And if you get the right contacts, the right connections, and you play the game the way it is meant to be, cricket, the way cricket is played, football, the way football. And don't follow the rules. I'm not saying follow the rules. See the loopholes in the rules, man. Loopholes. That's how you succeed. How do you think I stayed all these years in UAE? Tattoos are not allowed those days. How did I say? And tattoos, that also on your hands, absolutely not allowed. And tattoos on the face, forget it. How did I stay there? Loopholes. How did I, no education, no experience? How did I get the senior job, big job? I worked in a engineering company. Let this wrap around your head. I worked in an engineering, low voltage construction company with no knowledge of engineering, no knowledge of low voltage, no knowledge of construction, no knowledge of civil, no knowledge of anything technical, manufacturing, nothing. And I was the right hand to the owner. How did I do that? Okay, you can say he had a soft corner. Right? Still, I achieved it, right? I just want to conclude and tell you this. You're either a winner who'll succeed, or you're a whiner who'll complain, moan and groan, bitch, and life is not fair, cry, oh God, why, and this and that. Make your choices. Make it smart, make it wise. You have only one life, only one, and it's not fair. And there are loopholes. So play the game the way the game is meant to be played. This is what I want to leave you with. Good, bad, ugly. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I offer practical advice. So I hope this is in line with who I am and what I am. You guys take care.